Hi Prep 2, I wish your day is fine. Here we are together again with your new Hello book. We are still together with Unit 1 and today we will have part 2 of the same unit. The title was Coming Home. Last session we finished lesson 1, 2 and 3 and today we will have lesson 4 until lesson 7 and we will have whole unit today. To start with lesson 4, we will have a reading lesson and we will extract some vocabulary from that lesson. We will start with reading the text. By the way, we will have a real information about the railway children. This is a story of the children's life near the railway because they live near the railway. And we will start reading the text right now. It's the 90s. Roberta, her younger brother Peter, and their little sister Phyllis live with their parents in London. They have a big, attractive home with a large garden. One terrible day, two men take their father away from home. The children do not know where he is going or why. The children move from the city, from their attractive house with their mother to a small house near a railway line. The family are poor and life is very different for them. The children have lots of adventures near the railway line. A kind old man who travels on the train every day becomes their friend. So would their life change after having a friend like that old man? Let's see. The old man helps the family in many ways. He helps their father too, because their father is in prison for something he didn't do. Finally, their father comes home. The family is so happy to be together again at last. So that was like a happy story at the beginning, and then a sad story in the middle, and then it became a happy story again at the end. And by the way, after reading, we have here some new vocabulary which we will use. So we will start talking about the word railway line. So they live near the railway line. What does it mean? This is the road that a train travels on. So they live near the railway line, near the road that a train travels on. And by the way, we have the word here, attractive. They have a big attractive home. So of course you can guess that the word attractive equal beautiful is great. And then we can say this word terrible, which is the meaning is bad or very bad, because that was a very bad day. One terrible day, two men take their father. So of course it will be a very bad day. And then we have the word adventure. The word adventure, they used the word adventure while reading the text. They said the children have lots of adventures near the railway line. The word adventure means an unusual or exciting experience you try, and sometimes it's dangerous. This is something unusual you do. And then we can go to that word prison, because at the end of the story we discovered that their father was in the prison for something they didn't do. So the prison is a place where people go when they do something wrong. So we can use the word prison in that sentence. We can say that after catching the thief, the police sent him to the prison. So the present is a place where people go when they do something wrong, especially when they are offenders or criminals. And after that, we can go to a reading text of lesson 5 and 6. We will have here like a message. And by the way, from this picture, can you guess who sent to this message? Of course, Judy, because her signature is at the end of the message. So of course, Judy wrote that message. And we can say that Judy sent this message to Rebecca. And we will know what did Judy say to Rebecca. Dear Rebecca, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Judy. I'm from El Fayoum in Egypt. It's a large city with beautiful nature reserves nearby. I live with my parents and my brother in a flat. My grandparents live in a flat downstairs. On Saturdays, I usually get up early and help my mother with her shopping. Then I read or do my homework. In the afternoons, I visit my friends or play computer games with my brother. My favorite subjects are math and English. Thank you for being my pen friend. I'm happy to be able to practice my English. I hope to hear from you soon. Judy. By the way, during reading this message, we found a lot of expressions, a lot of new vocabulary, starting with the word nature reserves. So we will guess what does it mean. And we have the word flat, and we have the word downstairs, and we have the word shopping, and we have the word pen friend. And by the way, we have this expression, I hope to hear from you soon. So we can say that the verb hope is one of the verbs which are followed by to plus infinitive. Let's start talking about the words. And we can start talking about this word. The first word is nature reserves. What's this word? This is a piece of land that is protected for animals or plants or so on. So, by the way, if you go to El Fayoum, you will find a lot of nature reserves. El Fayoum is famous for the nature reserves, and you will enjoy the site there. And after that, we have the word flat when she said, I live with my parents and my brother in a flat. So flat is a place which consists of a lot of rooms we live in, usually on one floor of a building. And I can say that I live in a small flat with my parents in that new building, which is on floor number 2 or the second floor. And let's go to this word, downstairs. When she said, my grandparents live in a flat downstairs. So downstairs means on a floor of a house lower than the one you are on. So we can go to the last word here. The last word is pen friend, and this is a new expression. So who is your pen friend? This is the person that you make friends with by writing letters. So here we can say that Rebecca is Judy's pen friend because they don't know each other in the school or in the club. They are friends just by writing letters or emails. So we talked about nature reserves, flat, downstairs, and pen friend. And we talked about the expression, I hope to hear from you. And we can say that, by the way, we said that the verb help, we said we can use the word help with to plus infinitive or with the verb stem without using to. And after that here we found that the word help or the verb help, we are using the verb help here with a noun. She said, I usually get up early and help my grandmother with her shopping. And by the way, after that we can find some language expression. We can start with get dressed. This is one of your activities that you can do in your daily routine. And we can say that we have the word give light. I can talk about the word lamp, that we can say that lamps always gives us light. And then we can use the word keep close, and we can say that write a reply to. So when Judy sent an email for Rebecca, we can say that Rebecca will write a reply to Judy after that. By the way, we will use keep close or give light in the next lesson. We will say which tools we can use to keep our clothes in or to give us light. After that, we have some prepositions in that lesson. We can use the word on the floor or on the bookshelf. So here I can use the preposition on with the floor, the bookshelf. I can say in the floor, I can say in the bookshelf. I can say I always put my books on the bookshelf, not in. After that, with the curtains open, I can say I can't sleep in my room with the curtains open. And by the way, we will see the picture of curtains after that. And we can say a short walk from, which means a short distance. And then we can say look out of. I can say my sister always looks out of the window. Looks out of the window. So this is a preposition or an expression we can use. And then we can go to lesson 7. We will find some new words here. After reading the text, we will see some pictures of these words. I love my bedroom. I have a big white wardrobe in the corner. Next to it, there is a mirror. I look at myself in it in the mornings. I also have a small bookshelf where I put my books. Next to this, there is a big window. I have blue curtains on this. I close them at night. I also have a red lamp next to my bed. I use it to read before I go to sleep. Also in my bedroom, there is a gray armchair. I sit and read my book there sometimes. There is also a cupboard. I put my t-shirts, socks, and other clothes in this. Finally, there is a big carpet on the floor. So here we have a lot of vocabulary which we can find in my bedroom. So in that text, he was describing his bedroom, and we will see some vocabulary which was in that text. We can start with the word wardrobe, and then we will have curtain, and then we will have the word lamp, and we said the word armchair, and we said the word mirror, and then we said the word cupboard, and then we said carpet. And by the way, we can start using this word wardrobe. This is the place where we can put our clothes in, like this picture. And then we can say that we have curtain, and this is the second word. This is the word curtain. And we can continue talking about these pictures. We can say that we will start with lamp, and after that we will see the picture of armchair, and then we will have the picture of mirror, and then we will have the picture of the cupboard, carpet, and we will start right now. So this is the picture of lamp, which can give us light, and this is the picture of the armchair, which is so comfortable to sit on. And then we have the word mirror, and this is where you can look at yourself. Of course you are beautiful. And then the word cupboard. By the way, the difference between wardrobe and cupboard, we can use cupboard for cups, for glasses, plates, or for everything, but we use the wardrobe just for clothes. And the last picture here is carpet. After talking about the new vocabulary of lesson 7, I think we are ready to start answering some questions to practice what we said in that unit. We will start with question number 1. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Number 1. I like to space my friends in the evenings. Read, text, buy, or cover. Of course, the right answer, it will be text my friends. Yes, great. Number 2. Hussam lives in a big space of flats in Giza. So the right answer, it will be way, or block, or block, or part. So of course it will be a big block of flats. Number 3. I go to the baker's with my mother. Space. We always buy bread in the morning. So what is the right answer? Dairy, daily, dearly, or deeply. So we have the word always here. Of course, this is something happening every day, so we can say daily. And then we have number 4. I saw Ahmed's father on his space to work this morning. So the right answer is stay, wait, holiday, or way. The right answer, of course, it will be on his way to work. Yes, great. Number 5. My daily space starts when I get up at 7. My daily subject, way, time, or routine. Of course, it will be my daily routine. And number 11. Hamdi doesn't space coffee for breakfast. So this is a present sample. So the right answer, of course, it will be Hamdi doesn't drink. Yes, great. And number 12, how space do you have lunch at home? And the answer here is always. So which question word I can use, and the answer will be always. Of course it will be how many? Of course not. How much? Of course not. How old? Of course not. The right answer here is how often, because we use how often to ask about the adverbs of frequency. Number 13, Dua space her mother make dinner. So the right answer is helps usually, usually help, help usually, or usually helps. Of course the right answer is usually helps, because we said that the adverbs of frequency comes before the main verb. So here usually comes before the main verb. Dua is a singular subject, so of course we need the verb ending with s. And number 14, Sarah likes numbers so much she space gets high marks in the math exams. So she likes numbers, so of course she always gets high marks in the math exam. And then we can go to question number 2. Read and correct the underlined word. Number 1, I like milk, I never drink it. Of course the word never is wrong, and the right answer is always. Yes, great. Number 2, how many do you listen to music? The right answer here is never. So of course I can't use how many to ask about the times of doing something. I can use how often. Yes, great. Number 3, they watch usually TV in the evenings, and we said the adverbs of frequency come before the verb, so of course the right answer is usually watch. Number 4, my brother not have a mobile. So this is not a correct sentence. I can say my brother doesn't have a mobile. Number 5, does Maryam listen to music on the bus? Yes, she do. This is a wrong word. The right answer here is does. Number 6, how always do you come home early? Of course, this is a wrong question. The right answer here is how often. Number 7, Ali likes reading. He space reads. He never reads. How come? He likes reading, so of course he always reads. Number 8, Ahmed texts never his friends in the evenings. So there's something wrong here. We said that adverbs of frequency comes before the verb. So of course the right answer is never texts. Number 9, I get at Cairo early. Of course there's something wrong. I get to Cairo early. Get to equal arrive. Try to remember. Number 10, he is too weak to walk. So there is something wrong, but not in the pronunciation. There is something wrong in the spelling. I want to say that he's very weak to be able to walk. So of course it will be he is too weak with double O to walk. After that we will go to some choose questions asking about lesson 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we will start with number 1, and we can start with a space gives you light. Of course it will be lamp. By the way, we have the word lamp and lamb. Lamb would be for book. This is the baby sheep, and we can say be here. This is lamb, and the right answer here is lamp. Number 2, I usually close the space of my room at night. So I usually close the curtains. Yes, great. And number 3, Hala keeps her books on a big space over there. Keeps her books on a bookshelf. Yes, great. Number 4, Ali closed the door and sat in space next to the window. So he sat in what? In a curtain? Of course not. In a basin, armchair, or mirror? Of course he sat in armchair. Number 5, we keep things such as clothes in space. Mirror, sofa, bottle of chest of drawers. So the right answer here is chest of drawers. Of course this is the right answer. This is like a small wardrobe. And number 6, 5 people can sit on that. 5 people can sit on that sofa, chair, armchair, or lamp. Of course it will be sofa. Number 7, we live in a building, space, the Giza Zoo. So I can say in front because there's not off. I can say next because there isn't to. I can say in the Giza Zoo. I can say opposite. And we can go to number 8. You can see yourself in. Of course the right answer it will be mirror. Yes, great. Number 9, I always leave my keys space the table over there. Yeah, I can say on the table over there. Number 10, it was too dark, so I switched on the, yeah, which one is the right one? Lamp or lamb? Yeah, so I switched on the lamp. And here we are in the last part. We will go to the last question here. Read and correct the underlined words. Number 1, I'd love visiting the nature reserve near Fayoum. Of course, if I have the word would, I would love, of course I will say I'd love to visit. Yes, great. Number 2, the information he gave me were important. So ask yourself, is the word information singular or plural? countable or uncountable. So we can go to the answer and find out that the word information is uncountable word, and I will use it as a singular noun. I will say was. Number 3, I advise you to study hard. So here you feel that this is a correct one, but there is something wrong here. Advise with C, this is a noun. We need a verb here. So we can say that the verb is with the letter S, advise with S. Number 4, the color of the curtains match the carpet. So here I'm talking about the word color because this is the subject. The color here is singular, so I will say the color of the curtains matches. Yes, right, because this is a singular subject, we will add S or ES to the verb. Number 5, I have the lamp on the bookshelf. Of course, this is wrong in the spelling and the pronunciation, so I can say lamp. Number 6, my daily routine is so interesting. There is something wrong here. The right answer is my daily. Is great, something I do every day. Number 7, the news are very pleasing. Try to remember the word information. We said that this word is uncountable. I will use it as a singular. The same point we can use here. The word news, even it's ending with S, but this is uncountable noun. We will use it as a singular noun, and I can say the news is very pleasing. Number 8, it's large city with nature reserves. There is something wrong here. So we can say the right word is nature reserves. Number 9 and the last one, there are a lot of cushion on my bed. So are, this is plural, so I can say the right one is cushions. After that, we can say that in this session we finished Unit 1 in your new Hello book. At that point, I can say that I wish everything is clear for you. Next time, wait for me and I'm waiting for you.